Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
Hello everybody and welcome back to another review. We're back to some more Marvel Legends. I'm going to set him aside for a little bit. But today we're going to take a look at Deadpool from the Deadpool and Wolverine. You guys won't believe where I found this, but I found it at Barnes & Noble. Now, I hope not a lot of people watch this video because knowing that information, us collectors are now in a flood. Barnes & Noble is trying to look for action figures, and I don't think it's well known that Barnes & Noble is now selling, Hasbro products, but there's that bit of information. Here's the packaging just to show it off. There's the inside of the box with all these scribbles. I think it's the same from the Wolverine one. Which I also showed off, but yeah, you can close that up. You have the little tag there so that you don't steal it, and they sell it for retail, which is nice compared to FYE. They don't really sell stuff pretty cheap anymore. But there's the movie logo, there's Deadpool pointing at the figure inside, Marvel Legends, Deadpool, with a little picture of Deadpool there, and then look for the other figures. Looking pretty cool, everything's like sketched out. There's the portrait in a bigger picture, but there's also a read up on him, so if you want to pause here and read, you can do so. And there's the same picture on this side, Deadpool. Yeah, pretty neat box. But let's look at the figure itself. Let's look at some of his accessories, because I already have them here. Just gotta catch my breath and cough a little. Still congested. I'm literally recording this after recording another video, so but yeah, let's look at the accessories first. Also, these are now separate compared to the first Deadpool movie release, where they were just sort of glued or sculpted into this. I think they were just glued, but yeah, now they made it removable, so that's very good. But we do have a fair amount of hands here. Starting off with the smallest, we have the knife, looking very cool, sculpted nicely and painted with silver blade. So yeah, pretty simple knife. We have his two guns, which are not gold plated, which is a bit of a shame, but here we have them. They're sculpted nicely. No hole for blast effects, but they look cool. This is your casual clone's Deadpool, so I'm gonna ship it out to him at some point. So I think he'll paint these if he really wants those gold-plated Desert Eagles. But we have two other hands which go vertically. Yeah, it's vertically up and down. Yeah, vertically up and down. Very smooth hinge. Nice gold paint on this for the most part, as far as I can see. And then it's the same for this side over here. Again, smooth hinge, very nice. And these are trigger hands. He comes with blade holding hands already on his person, and then these are horizontal, so they go side to side, as you can see there. But yeah, they're all painted pretty well for the most part, so yeah, very cool. And then we do have his katanas, because we can't have Deadpool without them. Nice shiny silver for the blade there. Nice little hilt here. Looking fantastic. Very cool. But yeah, let me know about the lighting, because I am missing a few lights, so hopefully it's not too bad to see any of the detail or stuff going on. But setting that aside, Deadpool himself looks rather cool. I may need to go back and buy one myself. But yeah, it's just the little hints of gold throughout. It's very eye-catching, and it separates all the red and black that he usually has. It's a good mix of color to throw in there. Yeah, it doesn't make it seem like he's just bland, And then the brown in the midsection is also a good separation between everything. So far, I do like the design of it. I know they updated a few things. I think they added butterfly joints from the first one. They made everything pinless, so that's cool to see. But yeah, let's get right into it. Starting down here at the feet, maybe we'll zoom in for this. Down at the feet, you have the red, you have some splotchiness going in there. But yeah, there's the paint. Like I said, there's just subtle gold thrown throughout this figure. There's some red missing at this sort of pad thing. Yeah, and then there's some red that spilled over on this side. And I tried to get the one with the best paint apps, at least up here in the head sculpt, because some of them missed the sort of mask line, but this one seems to be pretty okay, except on this side. Yeah, the eyes are okay, but yeah, they missed the paint a little on this side of the mask, unless I'm seeing it wrong, but overall I think it looks good. All the texture you get in the mask is pretty cool too. You have a little like pointy thing that he tends to have. Ball jointed head. I think he has another ball joint at the bottom of the neck, so 2 joints for the neck there. All that detail in the suit looking pretty nice. You have all the gold buckles going throughout it. You have your Deadpool butt, even the gold on the little pouches, looking very nice, very cool. You have his katana holding sheath there, which I don't know this. Oh, it's a big thing that they inserted into his back there, so I don't think that's supposed to be removable. And you have a little peg here for this. It's not really staying there in place, and I don't really see. Oh, I do see a peg. Well, it moves. I think it's better that it moves, but there's a gold on the gloves. Again, detail going through the arms and stuff. Just very cool. And then down here it gets very intricate, but it still looks very nice overall. So I think overall the paint with this guy applied pretty well for the most part. So yeah, that's that on the art. Not the art, but the paint apps. In terms of articulation, well, let's see. Can look up pretty decently, look down pretty decently. You can obviously head pivot, so that's very nice, and then look side to side. That's some very good range, if I do say so myself. I mean, compared to other figures that the Marvel Legends team has done with the sort of ball joint system, that is a lot. Arms, he can T-pose as such. Like I said, he does have butterfly joints going forward. It's gonna run into this, his torso, but going back, pretty good range, so you can get some stretches in. Let's see, you can rotate, obviously. You have your upper biceps level, you have your double jointed arms as usual. I mentioned the hands, crunching forward. Let me just put his arm down. That much crunch forward and that much crunch back, so he definitely crunches more back than forward. You do have, what's underneath there? Yeah, it's just a waist swivel, not a ball joint, so just like Wolverine, can go side to side, and everything rotates with the torso, so nothing stays, nothing is loose. So I think this is just attached to the belt here, and the belt is glued onto the top portion there, so pretty cool. I mean, it's not really glued on there because you just saw it just moved, but it's pretty tight on there, so I don't think it's gonna shift and move. He can kick forward about that much, out about that much. With the Desert Eagles, it might get in the way, and this little pouch I'm seeing is also getting in the way, as you can see there. On this side, same thing. So yeah, let me see if I attach gun and holster. Oh yeah, that's gonna run into that, so that's a bit of a bummer there. If you do that, you're obviously going to bend it, and then you're going to warp it if you keep it in that pose, so be wary of that. But yeah, did I show forward? There it is. So yeah, there's that. You have your upper thigh cut. Very cool. Very cool on this side too. I do like that you have these added like pieces of the holsters, kind of like classified vibe, so that's very cool to see. You have double jointed knees. You can kick his ass. Pretty cool. No boot rotation, so it's a bit of a bummer. You have a sheath for the knife. And the feet go forward only about that much and back very far. And then you have your ankle pivot as always. But yeah, he should have storage for basically all of his weapons. There's the eagles, his knife, and then his katanas, which should go... It's always hard to tell which way they go, but following the curvature of this and the curvature of this, I think that's how they're meant to go. They go in pretty solid, and nothing's gonna pop out from what I can see, other than the knife. That is a pretty loose fit there. Goes in very easy. So also be wary of that. But overall, good storage options for Deadpool here. I think it's only appropriate to bring Wolverine in and compare the two. And Wolverine does seem to be significantly taller. Not by a lot, but he is a little bit taller, which I think is accurate from what I remember. I think so, but yeah, they look cool. I mean, it's just a contrast of colors here. You have yellow and red. I think those two colors complement each other, but then you have the black and the blue that also kind of complements each other in a way. And then just Deadpool having like little hints of gold is pretty nice. Whereas Wolverine had hints of black, which is very nice, and some tiny bit of red, but they look fantastic together. I'm gonna try and pose them together, see what I can do here. Alright, so something like this, maybe, I don't know. I forget Deadpool can be a little more expressive. I tend to go a little light with poses for other characters because I try to base them off more like realistic movements, but Deadpool here can go a little crazy. I mean, he's not in the craziest of poses, but maybe something like that. I don't know. This is kind of a quick pose here, but again, the butterfly joints, if they could go in a little bit more, I could have gotten a little bit more of what I wanted, was like this going across and him just sort of shooting that way. But yeah, pretty good pose. I don't know, you guys let me know. And then we can just have Wolverine in the back over here, like such. Maybe lower this a little bit, I don't know, because it obscures his face. It's all about photography and showing and understanding how much to show and cover on your character. So maybe like that. I don't know. You guys let me know. It's a nice quick little pose, and I mean, I think that mostly does it for my review. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in a future video.